Hey guys, welcome back to my garden. It's been a while since I've done a video out here. But you know, every year if Baker Creek comes out with some cool new vining plant, I have to jump on board. And I've done a couple videos about cucuzza and snake bean. So this year the new plant that jumped out at me was the Indian cucumber. So I decided to give it a go. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and let you see how it's worked out. This bed over here, I had originally thrown a whole bunch of seeds in and the squirrels munched them all up. So I didn't have a lot going on, so I just threw in some zinnias, and at the last minute I decided to put in some Indian cucumbers. So they're a little late in the game, but here in early August you can see this plant is looking really healthy. And because it didn't start to come in until after the heat was really kicking, it's actually developed really nicely without me having to worry about overwatering too much. You can see the little buds here, you know, just like a regular cucumber. I haven't had any pest issues with this at all. Again, I have stayed on top of the watering because it needs quite a bit, you know, being even a regular cucumber needs quite a bit. Haven't had to worry about hand pollinating. That's been fine. But as you can see over here, we've got this whopper. I've had a couple I've picked and given to friends, but I haven't actually cut any open yet. I'm not quite so sure like how big, you know, they're supposed to be. But you know, in the photo that they had on the website, you know, they were quite large. So I decided to let this one get big, and then I'm just going to take it inside and cut it open and let you see what it looks like on the inside. But as you can see, I have one here that's sprawling. It's doing quite well. Its leaves have taken a little bit more of a beating than the one over here that's climbing. This one looks quite healthy. This one's a little bit younger than that. But you know, we usually have pretty warm weather through October here, so I'm excited to see, you know, how far and wide this plant's going to go. I'm also really excited to cut this open and see what it's going to taste like. But all in all, this has been an extremely easy plant to grow. If we look down here, we've got a smaller one. This one feels much more tender and softer than the big one. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off too and see what this one looks like. All right, gang, so here we are in my kitchen. And as you can see, this Indian cucumber is quite large. It actually doesn't weigh as much as it looks like. I've noticed this one's a little firmer. The younger ones feel a little spongier, similar to the snake bean, if you've grown that, or the python bean. I believe this is a gourd. So like loofah or snake bean, you know, it starts off kind of spongy and then firms up a little bit. The outside texture has some like small kind of bristly hairs on them. So if you want to make a funny picture where you put it around your neck, like the photo from the seed company, I warn you, it will itch your neck. I'm going to go ahead and rinse this off, and we will cut it open and see what it looks like and what it tastes like. Now, I've noticed with the snake bean and the cucuzza, if you've grown cucuzza, you know, this is similar in size, but it's not nearly as heavy. Cucuzza gets real heavy and dense by this point. It surprisingly looks quite a lot like a cantaloupe, almost. See it in there? It's orange and seedy. I'm going to bring you in closer so you can have a better look. So here we go. It's kind of hollow. You know, it has like a nice snap to it when I cut it. You know, normally I like to pick things like this when they're quite a bit smaller, but I figured I'd let this one go for a little while. You know, potentially we could save some of these seeds to replant next year. It doesn't feel as spongy as the smaller one did, but we'll go ahead and rinse it and give it a taste. All right, so here we go. It's crunchy and watery and light, just like a cucumber. It's yummy. I don't know if I'd eat the skin. Probably avoid the skin. It's a little tough right now because it's a larger fruit. You know, it's just pretty bland and watery. Very much like a regular cucumber. I'm surprised. I thought maybe it being this large that it would be bitter. Way, you know, when a cucumber gets bitter and it turns kind of yellow and the seeds get really big, but it really doesn't taste like that at all. It's good. Could probably use some salt and pepper, but otherwise, if you're a cucumber lover, I highly recommend trying to grow this because you basically get 8 cucumbers in one. So how could you go wrong? And here we have the smaller cucumber. I went ahead and took the skin off since it does have that kind of bristly hair on it like the larger one does. You can see the seeds are much smaller. It's a lot squishier. The outside edges of it haven't become as firm as the larger one. It looks just like a regular cucumber inside. As for the taste, yum. Just like the bigger one. you know, bland and juicy, but I definitely like the smaller ones better. From here on out, even though the big ones look really cool, still edible, I think I'll probably keep picking them small. So, decision's up to you. It's not a waste if you let them go big, but I recommend smaller. Just the right size for a good snack. So, anyways, I'm really enjoying growing these. If you guys have any questions, please put them down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great garden season. Take care. Bye-bye.
Puppy likes it.